12 states don't have it as a law that you cannot marry a child. We need to make these people scared to do these things. We keep on talking to the girls.
You see how twisted this thing is? That men are being reminded that it is wrong
to do something that is
so if there was
wrong.
no law protecting it, men will go ahead and marry a child.
Do you know what? Human or no human, education or no education, anyway, a foolish person is a foolish person.
We had our independence 1960 up to 2015. Domestic violence was okay. There was no repercussion by the law. You could not be punished by law.
Oh my God.
For attacking.
This, you know, I mean, wait,
like I don't get like.
So that's 55 years of condoning.
So wait, there was no law violence. To like.
You know, like in northern laws now, you can beat your wife as long as you don't disfigure her face or
that's
you
bullshit. It's overlooked when a man that it's not seen as, it's not so normalized that it's not seen as domestic violence. You see as
that is
they call it a man
discipline. And
is she a child?
Oh
What's that? Who says that? Who brought up those?
I feel like they've been conditioned, and then they are also subconsciously conditioned the newer generation. And if I had allowed it, I will start thinking like how.
Condition or not condition, civilization has had its way. Why are you choosing to remain in the past? For Christ's sake, grow up.
That's what she said.
Society says the woman is the weaker sex, that her meekness, sweetness is nothing but a display of weakness, that her emotions are unnecessary, yet her existence is necessary for satisfaction, reproduction, and even recreation. Society says a woman should know her place, and her place is behind every great man, behind every great cosmetic can, behind every closed door. Society says a woman's place is not in the boardroom or the courtroom, that her place is in the bedroom, the kitchen, and wherever. As long as it is within the confinement of a home, society says a woman's place is the home. Society says it is okay to fly, but not too high, not too out there, not too revealing, not past the glass ceiling, not past the law, not past the iron bars that bar even her nerves to dream. Society says it is okay to dream, but hands are a handful of limitations. Society says it is okay to lead, but questions her leadership inclination. Well, society says what society says, and I've come to say what I say on That's What She Said. Today, live and direct from Nigeria. This is the first edition, and I'm really, really excited to be hosting this. And with me in the room are some really gorgeous women. Just a brief background. My name is Hafsat Abdullahi, affectionately known as Havi. I'm a global poet, global youth leader for education, and a humanitarian activist, and also championing SDG 1, 3, 4, and 5. 5 is why I'm sitting in this room today and having a conversation about it. And the theme for today's conversation, very important conversation, is culture or chains. Is Nigeria's past holding back female leadership? This is a very, very important conversation that needs to be had. And we know change begins when we start having conversations about it, which is one of the reasons why this is happening. So with me in the room today are two very gorgeous women, two very gorgeous young ladies championing in their own ways. And I would like to get like a quick introduction from them. Could you guys just like give us like a brief introduction, like just so we can start the conversation proper?
Okay, sure. Hi everyone. I am Precious Ejima. I am a 400 level student of English. I am also a poet, a spoken word artist, an actor, and a social media manager. So yeah, that's who I am.
Yeah, that's Joe.
My name is Oluwapamilera and you're Praise Oyenian. I'm an A-level student, a singer, songwriter, video editor, and an instrumentalist as well. And also a poet, beside.
Oh, that's that, like we have like two poets in the room. Actually, that's really exciting. I can't believe I'm in the room with two poets. Okay. Could you guys like, I don't know if I'm putting you on the spot, but could you like just do something? Like, would you be able to like do like a small poetry to just entertain us a little bit before we go into the main deal?
Education has become malilliterate. Silence is screaming too loud. Civilization refuses to move forward, all because she is a woman. Oh yeah, go inside the kitchen. Better marry fast though. If not, nobody will marry you. I was raped by my uncle. What were you wearing? Why did you pass there? You liked it, Abby? She's a woman, not a toy, a leader, not a slave. The future, not the past. She owns her life. She did not borrow it. Her voice is not an echo. It deserves to be heard. Yes, she has right to. And yes, she is human.
Yes. I felt that.
Culture or chains, patriarchy or waste. Society puts down women with haste, but deshames them if they don't suit their taste. My worth versus your ego. Which would you pick? Feminism or machismo? The choice is quick. Culture personified would give this answer. I'd rather a woman be submissive than a society advance her. We call this country our motherland, but the true mothers we reprimand. We daughters are tired. It's time to give us back our land. Give us the respect we desire. We're not tools, we inspire.
Period.
Your brutality can never put out our fire, and our freedom we will definitely acquire.
Thank
you.
Was inspiring. Like I literally got chills. Like you guys are on fire. Like that was so chill. That was so chill. And from your poems, I know that you guys have lots of things to unpack on this podcast, like culture or chains. And really, if you think of it from my own personal perspective, we've come from various sides of Nigeria. Nigeria has over 300 languages and in myriads of cultures. So, but I can't help but feel like there's a similarity with our cultures, because no matter the culture, no matter the tribe, I think most of the cultures are patriarchal in nature and designed to put women as second best. I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria, and that place is heavily dominated by Muslims and the Hausas, and there's the Middle Belt. And
Which state exactly?
the Middle Belt is Kogi State. So we have Abuja, Kogi, Kano, Katsina, Zaria. Zaria is Kaduna. Like all of those places, the northern region of Nigeria, and they are heavily dominated by northerners, and northerners are mostly Muslims. So for someone that grew up in northern Nigeria, it's obvious that I grew up in a Muslim household, right?
Yeah.
And the culture surrounding that kind of household is women are like second-class citizens. Like it's not even a secret, it's an open thing. They know, they tell it to your face. I think my dad has once said that I'm like a tenant in my father's house. It's so bad that while the kitchen is specially for women, so bad that if my brother, my innocent brother, because two of my brothers are my younger brothers, right, would want to spend time with us, while we're cooking, or he likes his mother so much. So when my mom walks into the kitchen, he's very gummy. He wants to be around his mom. And then when he enters, my dad would be like, get out of that place. Come out. Like, what do you mean? Like, that place, the kitchen does not belong to men. So it's that open.
Oh, yeah.
It's that normal, right? And then with that kind of situation, it also affected how I dressed, how I present myself, how I'm good. I didn't used to be this outspoken as a young girl back when I was home, right? Because a young girl that is outspoken is looked upon as though she's brazen or vulgar or even wayward. Because why else are you so forward? It's the characteristics of a prostitute. You get that's what they expect of someone that is loose.
They say that.
Yes, so it's so easy to get people call you that whenever you as a woman want to stand up for yourself. Like the moment you start daring to stand up for yourself or speak back, the next thing you hear is ashewo. You know, ashewo is the next thing that comes from that.
In my states, hey, Igala people, Ewo is a state of access for me. I fear for them because on that development of this world, it has not even gotten to that part. That place, illiteracy is the major of the day. Order. Shit. Just not go there. But yes, I come
let's go
from
there. I'm
that
curious.
place, women are being treated like objects. Like this, you can carry like your phone. You carry it, you drop it here. If you drop it here, don't move the phone. As far as I don't move with it, the phone doesn't move. And guess what? In where I come from, the majority of the women, they are the breadwinners of the house. So you are subjected to a marriage that I'm still bringing the money in, and the
you're
one
still
feeding you that calls yourself the man of the house.
I'm confused.
And you still have the right.
I want to add the question to what you already asked. Like you said that the women are like the breadwinners
Yes,
of the house.
Igala women are very, very hardworking.
So
that I know.
are there like the ones in the leadership position in the family? What's the hierarchy?
Leadership where? Mbao.
So wait, they're providing, but they're not the
No,
leaders.
that you are providing them, but they are subjected to the men.
Wow.
Right. So like majority of them are breadwinners. You see them selling akara and pap. So for those who don't know, akara is bean cake. There's maybe beans
Yeah.
and pap, normal branded corn and all of that. They'll carry akara and pap, and then they're backing one child at the back, one child in front, and they're carrying the akara and pap in their hand, and they're carrying another child again. So they're carrying like 3 children.
Where is the men? Where's the
They're in
husband?
their house, either sleeping with one nonsense woman, or drinking beer, or just making their life useless.
So they do nothing.
They do nothing.
And they're
then
the head of the
come-
family. They're the leader.
They are the supposed head. And then guess what? This woman will still decide to stay. I know of 2 that are close releases. And they'll still decide to stay and be like, oh, child, it's my husband. I cannot leave him.
He loves me.
He loves me. Love, Bobo. Love kill you there. Because tell me why you are carrying, you are suffering, and then you are using my money. I'm feeding you, and you are saying you are the man. And guess what? They still don't treat them well. You still see the man cheating, and the man will feel relaxed because of he doesn't want to work, and because of the woman is training or she's doing, and the woman even goes as low as paying the children's school fees, getting him clothes. She's buying your clothes, she's buying the water you are drinking. If it was men, because even in our tradition too, yeah, there's something they call ibegu.
Okay, the
Yes.
gods.
Yeah.
Because I think I
So
know that
when
much.
you, as a woman, when you cheat, or when there's an allegation of you cheating, you have to go and swear to this God to prove your innocence. And they say when you don't swear and you're guilty, that the man dies. But guess what? The men will cheat. They will come and sleep with you back, but they will live their life. And maybe that's when they won't start.
So there's no ibegu.
There is no ibego for the men, but there is ibego for the women. Nonsense.
His bias is loud.
I just feel like from where I come from, it is, I don't know. I feel Nigeria developed. Well, while they were developing, they threw Kogi State deep into the bush. It's 2025.
I'm telling you, like people forget that we're in the 21st century.
No, but you said that people are doing it in Kogi.
They are doing it. Kogi, I don't think Kogi is part of this world.
And they keep on pushing this traditional mindset forward. And that's why Nigeria is a third world country. That's why we're still at the
No, but she's got a point, actually.
telling
Because we
you.
can't be thinking like this and expect to act like a progressive society.
The few ones are very. You can count them in the whole Nigeria. You
your
can count
hands.
them with.
There was a time I was having a conversation with my teacher, my physics teacher. This one is, and he said in my presence, he said that a girl that is, that she does something with a guy and then she gets pregnant, she's stupid. But he did not mention the boy.
So the boy that opened his own legs, he got
I don't
more-
understand.
The guy rapes the boy.
I'm telling you,
Don't
that
understand.
double period we had, there was no class. No class. I finished that double period and I made him understand that what he said is absolutely
bias.
And represented
and
sisterhood.
they
Yeah.
underestimate the power of manipulation.
Yeah,
She said what she said. That what you said is bias. Yes, I love
Yes,
that.
they underestimate the power of manipulation.
And then you go about saying, oh, what did she wear? Oh, where were you passing? Was it late at night? Are you okay? What did she wear? Even if she's wearing pants and bra, so what? Can't you keep your third leg to yourself?
About this rape thing, right? I think our culture is designed, like we all have similarities in culture, no matter how plenty the culture is. Our culture is designed to shame women,
Yes,
to keep women, to make women overly accountable and overlook men's excesses. Because from what you said about the Kogi thing, they say men are supposed to be the head, but the men that are the head are not providing.
They're not even the neck, they're the tail.
You know, I think it's in the moment. You have so much to say about this thing. Like you're so pissed about Kogi. Although I've come to also realize as a Kogi girl, like I originated from there, but it's worse than a slave now. Because at least during slave trade, your master feeds you. So at the end of the day, I think it goes to show that women are facing too much from these cultural chains that is surrounding them, that it makes it even impossible for them to even dare to think of any
Or dream big.
or so. I think it's actually a problem. It's standing in the way, because from your testimony, from yours, from mine, I mean, you need to see a pattern. It's everywhere. It's not a cultural, it's not limited to a particular culture.
Yeah. It's every
There's some universal cultural conditioning. So no matter how diverse or different the cultures of Nigerians are, it is still bias.
yes.
It protects the interests of men to that of women. So, but like little minute things made me, even from a young age, as a young girl, to realize that, oh, I'm not as important as my younger brothers. So, even during Salah festival, for example, my dad always goes for Eid with my brothers, while we the girls stay home and prepare they will slaughter the meat, and then they will go for Eid. They will wear all their kaftan and they will glam up. We don't glam up. Like, we have clothes, but we'll not glam up. Those clothes are just bought for formalities, just for fairness. And then we will be in the kitchen cooking and preparing. And then when they come back from Eid, they come back with other men. So Eid was supposed to be a celebration that everyone enjoys themselves after a long 30 days fast. But no, it's a celebration for the men if you look at it from that perspective. Because for the women, we still have to, on the 31st day, we are cooking. We are not resting throughout that day.
You're back to
Back to back. And if you sit down, you'll be scorned, you'll be yelled at, you are lazy, like this is supposed to be your job or something like that. So you don't rest. And visitors keep coming every single minute and you have to feed them. And I realized, okay, I'm the house. Like, it's something that sink into your head as a child. Like, okay, I'm not really that important. I'm supposed to cook and everything. Also, in little things, like whenever I make an attempt to stand up for myself, or maybe my brother is like overstepping. He's my younger brother, and I would want to, like, siblings fight, right?
Yeah.
And then I will want to caution him or exert my authority as the older sister, and then you hear comments like, "You're the girl,"
What?
right?
Sorry.
What?
Aside the fact that I'm the older one and I'm supposed to be the mature one, that is not even the perspective that the reprimand is coming from. It's coming from the perspective of, oh,
Yeah, a girl.
You're a girl, you have to bend.
let me even use Nigerian pidgin. As you dey beat am like this, now so you plan to go dey beat your husband. In translation, it means that as you are fighting your brother like this, is that how you intend to go and be doing in your husband's house? So I feel like from conditioning also, you get to realize that you are like a pig, a fat pig, that they are stuffing your face and preparing you like a merchandise to get married. Because at the end of the day, that is the only thing that my parents or this immediate society that I live used to, like, tame me down from fighting against things that I didn't feel in my innate sense of worth, that was against, like, no, this is wrong. Like, why am I being treated? I don't want this, and I want to fight for myself. I want to defend myself. But each time I stand up, I am conditioned to feel like, oh, you are a bad, vulgar girl, and that is how people that don't get married end up. So now, so you want to go do for your marriage? I used a bike, man. There was one time I took a bike. I was coming from school, secondary school. We usually take a bike from the barracks. School's in the barracks, but my house is like very far from the barracks. So I took the bike, right? And then while I was on that bike, and when you're wearing a gown, but I was wearing a tight, so at least
the front or at the back?
at the back. And then the guy was stretching out his hand to the back of the bike. Like, okay, this is the bike, so your leg will be like on the side. So he's stretching out his hand to touch me. At first, that was my first ever experience of something like that, and I didn't know how to react at first. But then I couldn't help it. I was like, what's going on? And then I said, Ajeni, drop me. And I started. So the guy now dropped me at a junction, not too far from my house. And then I started yelling at him. I said I will not give him money because he has already taken the money from touching me. So I wanted to go. And then the guy started dragging me and saying, if I'm not giving blah, 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 blah. He started calling me slurs, started calling me the prostitute, you get, a vulgar person, blah, blah, blah. You touch me, but I'm the Asheo.
Imagine.
But what, it gets worse, because then there was one woman that was our neighbor at the back, right? Unfortunately, saw me having that back and forth with the bike man at the junction in a public place. People were staring. I was shameless. I was saying what he did. He was touching my leg, blah, 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 blah. I was just at the para. People were watching, but no one actually interfered. She knew me, so she felt like she was obligated to interfere. And I thought, oh, okay, I'm safe. There's a woman that is going to, like,
She'll come and help you.
and then she She was like, "You are a girl,
What?
and now what will people say? What if one of your potential husband is passing?
So
They'll now say
damn
this
what?
girl, this girl, and so she loud. Is that how she is? So for my own reputation, I should suck it in and just go home."
Suck what in?
And I said I would still not give the guy transport.
Yes.
I was too young to even know
Like how
that
old?
that was somewhat. I was a teenager. I think I was like 14. I was in JS too at the time. People are watching me with a hawk eye. That girl, that girl, she's too loud or she's too kinny. That same woman. Wait, after that has happened, I was too ashamed to even go home and tell my mom that this
This is happening.
so she was able to tame me, and I walked home. Like, I walked home. My hands were shaking. I couldn't fathom what that feeling was at that age or at that time in my life. But one thing I know for a certainty that was wrong. It felt wrong, and I stopped it. I didn't give the bike man the transport. I got my way, sha, but the lady paid. I hated the fact that she paid, but she paid so the bike man can go. A girl was telling that she nearly got touched on the bike. You still give the bike man money to go so that I will not embarrass myself, because husbands
You
will
know
be
what?
scarce
The
if I fight
greatest
for
enemy
myself.
of a woman is a fellow woman, and I stamp on it.
I feel like they're enablers. Not all. Not all.
Majority.
But it also goes back to conditioning.
Yes.
I feel like they've been conditioned, and then they are also subconsciously conditioned, the newer generation. And if I had allowed it, I'll start thinking like how.
Condition or no condition, civilization has had its way. Why are you choosing to remain in the past? For Christ's sake, grow up.
There was one time the woman came to the house to look for me. I was sewing. I was young. I was still sewing then. And then she was like, "I'm looking for your daughter." We say, my mom say, "I have 3. Which one?" She now said, "That one wait till they look herself.
That's you.
That one wait too
Sure,
loud.
yeah.
That one wait till they talk." You get.
okay. Wow.
I overheard that. So that experience had already like created like some type of
I heard.
idea of the kind of girl I am to her, and then she's using that to project, right? So when you go back to thinking of these things, it even shows even in the littlest things that has come to affect me as a person, that I subconsciously became a people pleaser so that I would seem desirable to any random potential husband. Any guy could be my husband. I need to be my best behavior all the time. So I will smile even when I'm treated badly. It was so bad. This people pleasing thing was so bad that I became a literal doormat. I'm the kind of girl that will sit in a bus and I get to my bus stop, but because I'm too shy to say, or maybe the driver is riding on high speed and I'm too shy to say "owa," instead of saying "owa," I might just keep quiet so that
There was Owa.
"owa" is like,
Wait, you don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, stop. Like, I'm
stop,
so
like,
here.
okay, you don't enter public. Although I don't know why that I use a public transport, but back when I used to, "owa" is like a regular way of saying that. In the north, yai, it's okay.
Oh, well, now she's dropping here.
Yai
Like,
is in north is it's okay, just drop me here. So it's so bad that I will go to a salon, they'll make my hair. You know, ladies, we have emotional attachment to our hair. Like, I love good hair. If you ruin my hair, you ruin my week. I would want to die, like literally die. I'll be crying. I will go to a salon, spend a lot of money. They will make very messy hair for me. People pleasing. I can't even open my mouth to say
That's the condition.
because of those kind of conditioning. So, like, when was that time in your life that you as a girl realized that, this system, this place that I am born in, and this world, and this is designed to actually jeopardize my person, or I am like a second-class citizen in this place?
So, okay, personally, I feel like this is going to get me emotional. But
People, I had to unpack. I almost got emotional, but I was taming mine. I was calming
so
down.
personally, I've been a victim of rape twice in a day, right? And
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Okay.
so the first time was when I think I was my first level in the university, right? So I mean, after the whole thing happened, at that time I was dating someone who was in his finals, right? And I went to confide in him because of I was scared, and I didn't know what just happened. I mean I was dating this guy, so I felt like okay, maybe he was the right person to talk to. Guess what he did? What did he do? He raped me on.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh
My God.
he did it again. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So
my sexual experience has been with pain. So coming from there, I'm like, okay, so I had to keep it in I kept it in for, I mean, that was since 2020, what? It's more than, I mean, this is 2025, yeah. After that whole rape situation, I started feeling like I was, like, men, I don't know, men were entitled to my body, right? Because it was something that, it was a very, very full experience, and it ruined my self-esteem, my self-respect, and it did a lot to me. And so one day, my sister was telling my mom that, oh, mommy, this man is disturbing Precious, but Precious doesn't want to say anything. And I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like, I literally don't talk to him. I blocked him on all social media platforms. So if he doesn't have access to me, so how would he get to me? No way. And then she was like, oh, you're loose. And I'm like, mom, what? Like, why would you tell me that? And then I just blotted it out. Oh, you want to know why I'm like this? I was raped twice. Your brother also molested me in this same house. The security men in this house also molested me in this same house. But then now you're here, you're not saying anything about it. So what do you expect me to do? And then I'm coming to you and opening up to you and you're telling me, oh, that I'm an ashawo, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a what? What? And I'm like, I just,
Two stories.
I'm like, I just opened up to you, and you're telling me, you're calling me that. Like, you're meant to actually be a very great support system, but like you're literally shouting. That was, imagine Christmas
That was
and
like a
having
breaking
that.
point.
That was, I was like, ah,
Couldn't take it anymore.
no, I can't do this anymore. And that was like, that was just the point where I was like, you know what, men can do what they want to do and get away with it. Because at the end of the day, these people will still, like, I mean, they are still outside. They are still outside. They are still there. And guess what? And I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this conversation. Because I can't be telling you that your own brother assaulted me in your house when we were little. So I have a very large family. I mean, I come from a family of, we are 10. I have 9 siblings.
So like a polygamous.
A polygamous home. So my mom is the first one though. And she's stable. So her brothers were, there was never a time when our house was actually empty. We always had relatives come and all that. I mean, I'm a friendly person. I've always been an extrovert from the onset. So I can just go, oh, uncle, hi. And be,
You just play.
but then you're okay, your brother is having our bath wars as probably 7, 8. And then he's putting his hand in our bum. And I'm telling you that your brother did this thing. And you're like, oh, maybe that's why he was so close to you. Maybe that's why you guys had another relationship. Are you trying to tell me that was? But I'm like, coming from him, I was so expecting this. And I'm like, okay, you know what, just breathe. That day I could not phantom anything. Right. I just had to leave the house. So I was also dating someone at that time. Right. And this one too had men and I think they're
It's not
have
like a very
already.
good
I've had enough.
relationship. Yeah.
And at this point, they can go and you cannot be telling me that I am responsible for whatever these men have done to me, and you're not taking no legal actions whatsoever. Why? Why am I to be blamed? I guess what? I was not even up to 18 at those ages.
So you were a minor.
I was 17
Oh my
when this
God.
happened. So why
Oh my
why am I
God.
to be blamed for it? Yes, I am a plus size lady. Are you trying to tell me that, okay, if I wear this now, all of a sudden your third leg should stand? Am I the reason your third leg is standing?
I don't even believe that should be.
So
like
what I
that.
am wearing, if I wear a leggings and a top, that means your third leg should stand. I am a child, for crying out loud. So what are you telling me?
It took a lot of bravery for you to like allow yourself be so vulnerable. I think it took a lot of healing to come to this point where you can be confident to have this kind of conversation. Your voice matter. And I believe that for certainty there is one girl out there listening to this conversation right now that can relate to this. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, very strong.
You're a very strong person. So
strong.
like no, take your time. Take your time. Sorry. So sorry you had to go through this. So sorry you had to be born in this
You stupid world. Honestly.
sorry. So like it's also what you were saying now from what I picked from what she had mentioned. She said that it even came from the home. This is not some outsider.
Not
This
just
is like a
outsider.
family thing
Think that
where people are even the ones that are supposed to protect you.
And then guess what? Till now, she'd never apologized.
Then I'm meant to just move on. Move on from what?
Even goes to show all these little things where someone will say boys will be boys. Boys should not be boys. Boys should be human.
Period.
Exactly.
And that's what she said.
Boys should be human. Which one is boys should be boys? Men will be men. Now so they do for this.
Which kind of so?
So like I'm just thinking,
As a person, as a girl in your home, speak up.
Yeah.
We need more people like her. If you experience something, say it. Let somebody
as it
know
is.
and protest, no matter the resistance that you face, because somebody is going to be on your side. Somebody, if it's your friend, your female teacher, your even some male teachers, go anybody you can. Let people know. We should stop this shaming culture. That when you speak up, that people will tell you keep quiet. I was watching a video on TikTok, and then this girl said that she was raped when she was younger, to the point where she became unconscious.
what? Oh my god.
And she just, so now years later she came and put it online, and then you see people, there's some things you should take to your grave. There's some things that you should not say online. You
I
should not
don't
take
understand.
your
Your
grave
grave
say,
to do what?
I'm proud of her for coming out.
From the onset of this conversation,
this.
I said that change begins when we start to talk about it.
Exactly. That's
The
when
reason
the
why
healing process starts.
The feminist movement has developed to what it is today, right? Is the fact that there were a group of women that say, we don't do again.
Exactly.
I no agree. It's either my way or the highway.
Period.
We no agree. So it became a problem to the point where people be like, okay, let's have a dialogue. Let's see how we can make this work, right? And it starts by this thing you said, that women need to normalize talking about this, shaming men for doing this.
Let them feel uncomfortable.
I also feel
Make
like
them
the
uncomfortable.
equal training they give to a female
They
child,
should give it to a
to the
boy.
male too.
Exactly.
He needs to know how to cook. Let him know
Needs
how
to know how
to
to
clean.
clean.
Let him know
Arrange his
everything.
room.
The domestic work.
Whatever is
Share it.
I'm telling you.
He needs to be a man, so a good man for that matter.
Like, our culture is designed to make marriage the ultimate goal for a woman. No matter what you achieve in this life or in this society that we live in, part of the reason why women are discouraged from attempting to maybe excel or go forward with their life as a Nigerian young woman in this society is because even though you are one of the very few that had made the decision to work on yourself and be a better person, there is that marriage barrier at the top of it, right? So it links to what you said about to what Precious said about boys being taught also the way we were shamed and conditioned and taught how to be. I'm not necessarily saying we should come from a toxic perspective where we shame out. Taught how to everything. Oh, is that what you want to be doing in your husband's house? Oh, is that what if a potential suitor was walking about and something like that? I felt like we should also reverse the psychology where men are also taught
To behave and compose themselves.
There was one time also in my 100 level days, I schooled in Ahmed Bello University, Zara. That is in close to sub-Saharan Africa, still corners, right? And then there was this scenario where I didn't know that was the culture. I was a fresher, right? That was the first time I was taking a bus from the gate. And then the front seat, I didn't know the front seat was reserved for men.
Interesting. Who made that rule?
I don't know.
I don't know the culture or the society whatever is surrounding it. They made the rule. I believe that it was a man that made that rule because he wanted. Because I realized that all the rules that I even made are made to favor men.
And they're the ones that made it.
I remember someone say, I read it on Twitter. Culture is peer pressure from old people.
Actually.
There's one guy when he at his own young age, oh, I want to be sitting in front of a bus. Oh, say let's legalize it. Let's normalize it. I don't know if it's an intentional thing where they just gather and say, okay, let's legalize this thing that will make life easier for us men. Or is it like a subconscious thing because of the power that the patriarchy has already given men to make it goes to little things like bus. I was at the gate attempting to go home after a long day of lecture because then I was still like hanging outside. Because see, the matter plenty, like the talk is plenty. There's too much to unpack. It just goes to show that every single part of your life as a young girl in Nigeria, this war, There is war against the patriarchy. But as a young Nigerian woman, you are fighting at every front.
Yeah.
You are fighting your culture. You are fighting your family. You're fighting men. You're fighting
Fellow women.
You're fighting older women. You're fighting everyone to survive. So how dare you aspire for better? You get it's very daring to aspire to be better in this kind of system when even things as little as bus. I came to the bus, I paid well. I wanted to sit down. They collected my money. The front seat was empty. I was one of the very early people to come to the bus. So unlike Lagos where the earliest person gets a seat in the front, right? I was one of the earliest person. I sat in the front. No one said anything. Then when the places started, like when eventually the place started teaming with students and the bus was getting filled up. And then one guy just randomly walked up, opened the door, and told me,
Like your age
As
mates.
what now?
no, like it's his fundamental human right to sit in the front of a bus
How
that I came before him and I paid for. We are all paying the same money. Oh. It's not like, oh, who gets to sit in front pays extra or anything like that. No. Now he feel like it's his right to sit in the front because he has a penis.
How many heads does he have?
That was what I wanted to say. I held myself back.
How many heads does he have?
No.
He's a man. He's just a regular
He buy the
guy.
bus.
He did not buy the
He will
bus.
sit down at the
he,
back.
he felt like
Your
so
words.
I did not agree because first I was not familiar with the culture of that place.
What was this?
I was a fresher. That was like in 2018, 100 level when I was in school.
Imagine 2018. How many years ago?
It's not far now. It's just like
Why now?
6, 5, 7 years ago. It was like 7 years ago. And then I said, no, I came earlier. This is not fair. I will not sit at the back. You should go to the back. I was even asking the driver, did he come before me? Why is he like I couldn't fathom why he was forming rights. You get if he had even been polite, I would still not stand up. But at least, oh, this is the custom of the land, oh boys. He was acting like it is his right. The audacity. Do you know the audacity that these cultures give men?
Bro,
You feel like it's your right to sit in front and you came late. If you wanted to sit in front, you should have come earlier.
earlier.
That was what I said. I stood my ground. I said, except you guys will pull me out of this bus. Also, the culture is that men are not supposed to rough handle women, right? So he couldn't touch me. I said, you will have to pull me down from this front of the because I'm not coming down. So people were staring at me. I was the only reason why that bus
Let
was
them
not moving.
stare now.
Impatient people at the back were complaining, blah, 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 blah. But mostly, I was the antagonist in this situation. Because
for
people were telling me that if I comply, this bus will be moving by now.
Oh, so
But no,
cute.
she's not complying.
If he complied, the boss would have moved.
They didn't
as
know
well.
that I could speak Hausa because I don't have the features. I look more, and it's just so unfortunate because now I was like the lady that was sitting and hindering everyone from moving from that bus. And even the girls at the back, no one was sympathizing with me. They were just complaining that if this girl can just move back and comply, then we can move. Blah, 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 blah.
Some of
People
them
were
could be
complaining.
in
So I was
support.
under a lot of pressure to stand up from the front
Hope
seat.
you
And
didn't stand up.
No.
no, eventually I did. I had to succumb. But I'm so sad that I did that right now. This version of me that has unlearned the people pleasing thing will die there.
Yeah.
So you give me back my money and I find the bus that will allow me to sit in that front, or we are not going anywhere. You would have to drag me by my hair out of it. But that time I was young, I was 100 level. There was too much pressure. Everyone at the back was complaining. But that wasn't even the reason why I came down. Some other lady walked up to me. You remember at 14? Some other lady walked up to me again and tried to talk to me woman to woman. Because the driver was already saying that the man should just, they were close to like agreeing
with
and
you.
saying, okay, just let the witch sit there and let's
Yes, I'll
yeah, that was what the driver was saying. But then one woman came and wanted to talk to me woman to woman. And then she lowered her voice. And then she was like, you see this kind of thing now, you are the woman in this situation. They are supposed to calm down. Because what if someone is passing, what if your boyfriend is passing or something now? He doesn't speak well of you. You're supposed to be demure, you're supposed to be nice, so even in the face of injustice, this woman is telling me to keep quiet and be demure because I am the woman. There was a time in my life that I would make comments. Like, I think in my 200 level, there was one course that was giving me an issue.
Yeah.
I was so frustrated. Out of frustration, I was saying, hi, I'm tired. At this point, if I get a car in this course, I'll just go and get married, find one allergy, become a third wife, and just live my life. You get last, no be marriage, still with the I don't even know why I'm stressing myself with this school anyways, blah blah blah. I was complaining out of frustration. But it just goes to show the kind of mindset I still had, even with the whole education I was going through. And it's conditioning. Every single day you are faced, from the bus stop to the classroom to your lecturer, to little things are just reminding you of your place in this immediate society that you live in. So where do I find the inspiration and the passion to dare to dream, to dare to be anything other than a wife, other than to go and marry and to aspire for more from my life?
First of all, like, the people that keep on pushing this marriage ideology, they only push it because, oh, it's something in society now. Everybody, the Bible says, be fruitful
Everybody
and,
must marry.
multiply. Do you misinterpreting the Bible and everything, and other religions, and pushing this narrative? So they only care when you are single. But when you are married, and when you now have financial responsibilities, you have children to take care of, they are not there again. So they are telling you, have a child. You are single. Don't you want to be a mother? But then they will not take care of that child with you.
Right.
You are alone. You are at peace. One family member is disturbing you. Another family, get married now. You are young, go and get married. But then you are not financially stable yet. Mentally, you are not stable. And that is what we need in a good parent.
Yeah.
So society pushes out this marriage is the most important thing ideology, especially on women. But then when they are not emotionally and mature enough to be in that marriage, they now breed dysfunctional children. So now they are more delinquents in society.
Yeah.
Well, you are literally telling women, give birth to more criminals.
Bro.
Give
Actually.
birth to more problem. We're trying to cut down
All that trauma, you
criminal
unpack
rates.
it on another child.
Do you know what? Is the fact that these people that are saying, oh, get married. When you now come out of a failed relationship or a failed marriage, they'll say, yeah, she's at fault.
It's your fault.
It's at fault. If you see people that go through domestic violence and they are scared to come out of their marriage because of, they say, hey, if I come out, man, they'll not start saying that, I'm a bad woman. I will be a bad woman with my full chest if a man is not.
See, if you are not a billionaire, if you don't have enough wealth for the person you are talking to and their children, yes, if you don't have enough wealth to share, keep quiet. If you know that you're not going to use out of your money to take care of the children that you're telling her to have, then you should not talk.
Do you know the funny thing? The fact that women's success, when a woman, like for example, a single lady like me would say, okay, I got myself a car, I got myself a land, they will not attribute it to a man.
They say a man they found them.
May I follow the man?
Found them.
You achieve something
agree,
big,
yes.
I'm like, it's
a man.
And so
I'm sleeping with
you
different
get
men.
comments like that's how they do. All these girls, that man they give her money.
I do on my full chest if he used to do it.
You see a woman with big car, owning a big business. Oh, she must have done something.
Women know they succeed for una family. Why would you see a woman and assume
that my car, my
being
house
backed
is
up
and
by a
if really it's not a man and it's an open secret that, oh, this woman is actually earning her money, the first thing people will start dragging her by is she's still not married.
Exactly.
She's 30.
Like they're
she's
telling
40.
Me, I have
she's
uncles
50.
letting me know that the way you are adding weight these days, are you sure any man will marry
my
you?
God.
Whether they marry me or not,
It's none of
Ejake
their
must survive. I am taking care of myself. I am doing my nails myself. I am feeding myself. So what are you telling me? Man or no man, I am glowing.
Wait, did you know that? You said what happened to you? What happened in 2018?
Yeah.
Up till 2015. We had our independence 1960. Up to 2015, domestic violence was okay. There was no repercussion by the law. You could not be punished by law.
Oh my God.
For violence.
This, you know how many women
like
died?
I don't get like.
So that's 55 years of condoning.
So wait, there was no
domestic
law
violence.
to like
like in northern laws now, you can beat your wife as long as you don't disfigure
That's
her
actually
face
true.
or
That's
you
bullshit.
It's overlooked when a man that it's not seen as, it's not so normalized that it's not seen as domestic violence. You see as
That is
they call
bullshit
it
to
a
the
man
core.
disciplining. And
his wife.
Is she a child?
Oh my
What's
God.
that? Who says that? Who brought up those? Then you see, people that created Nigeria's constitution. We need to have a discussion because people.
So what happened to you, unfortunately? So the thing is that in a lot of people's minds, rape is a normal punishment
For what?
for misdemeanor.
Crazy.
Do you
Oh
know
my
that
God.
a person confidently commented on a video where over 100 million people use the app and said, I feel like modern women are under-raped. He said that.
That
So he
person
said
needs to
that
be
in
killed.
open. So imagine what he says in
You
secret.
see what I said about
Oh my
what's this
God.
thing called?
Oh my
How
gosh.
this our cultural conditioning
people.
has influenced,
I even
has
feel-
protected men so much that men are even crossing their limits. Like they
I
push you
feel
to
like-
the wall,
I
but they
feel
want
yes.
to push women through the wall out.
Culture aside,
It takes a lot
these
of audacity
individuals
to say
are-
something
are-
like
they are-
that
they-
in a
major-
public place.
Majority of these individuals is an individualism thing. It's a youth thing, not a culture thing. Because there are good people out there that are still under this culture, they are still acting right. You can't tell me that a man who chooses to treat a woman right is not under that culture. He's not an alien.
It's an
He's a
informed
Nigerian. He's a
decision.
human being. So it's a person decision. You're a rapist by choice. You're a rapist by you, not your daddy, not your mommy, not anybody. It's you. You're a rapist.
About this whole
It's you.
conditioning thing, right? There was a video that surfaced the internet where the lady was having like a convention. It was like and the room was packed with women, and then he asked the ladies to, if you've ever experienced rape or any kind of sexual assault from any man, attempted or not, or if you know somebody that has, please stand up. And the entire room of women stood up on their
Show you
feet.
how
So I posted this video on my story, and I said that not all men. They said not all men, because I'm quoting them now, not all men in quotes. But look at the numbers.
numbers of
Oh my
men.
God.
It's alarming. And then, bro, when it came to my WhatsApp, I don't know if I can find that chat. Came to my, I just want to like briefly read something that he said from that conversation. Came to my WhatsApp status. I will share with you so it won't look like I'm making this up. This is like a live conversation. I will share with you. Let's normalize talking about this thing. He came to my, see, the chat is so long that I'm even looking for how it started. So, see, this was the status I posted, right? I don't know if you can see it from this angle. And then he said, heard sexual assault, not sexual assault by men. Then he now went forward to say, mind you, majority of men who do commit assault are often raised by single mothers.
So now it's
Or in
another
homes without
woman's fault.
fathers. I was so pissed. I was so pissed that I couldn't hold back. I couldn't say anything reasonable, so I just blotted out. Like, this was like, from my frustration, I say, but you were raised by both your parents, and look how you turned out.
Yes, so
You sound like one of them. Except you are a rapist. Why are you defending it? I made a post about women getting raped, and your first instinct
in the majority of them were
was to still find a way to blame
the
women.
women.
This world is designed to jeopardize women. This my
So you get
because it goes to show how deep I'm telling you this conditioning is.
Yeah.
You see someone make a post about rape, and your first thought
is to blame it on single mothers.
is to blame women for why men make the disinformed decision to
is
rape.
not an education or no education.
Do you know that rape in marriage itself is not considered? Like, it's not illegal.
I grew up in northern Nigeria.
But
Rape in marriage is not considered rape.
But
Yeah.
imagine child marriages.
It's not.
Child marriages. So rape in child marriages is not illegal. 12 states don't have it as a law
see
that
how
you
ridiculous.
cannot marry a child. We need to make these people scared to
It-
do
it-
these things.
it
We
will-
keep on talking to the girls that
Do you know? So now, if you look at it from a logical point of view, right? So men are being like the law. Men
Their
are being
egos
told.
they are being
No,
caressed.
aside ego being told. Do you see how twisted this thing is? That men are being reminded that it is wrong
to do
to
something that is
so if there was
actually wrong.
no law protecting it, men will go ahead and marry a child.
Do you know what? Human or no human, education or no education, a foolish person is a foolish person. You are foolish even with your degree.
I feel
because
like-
that one now that is coming to your DM and is a graduate in whatever thing he
That's
is,
what I'm saying,
he's
education.
educated though,
Education
but he's
is
still
not
choosing
even-
not to have sense.
Because see what I now said. I said with one single statement, you have invalidated the realities of all these women that have posted.
You get single man or no single man.
Because you are saying that it is the mother of the men's fault that raped these women and not.
she was
the
one that
women.
told him, oh, go and
And
do
then-
this. Make sure when you say a
They
woman, make sure you
see,
rape her.
I'm telling you,
like,
I'm,
I don't
I'm also telling you
understand.
that men, aside men, this system is so bad that people will lie to validate
this the
your
actions.
point. Because this thing is invalid. I went online, I did my digging. Barack Obama was raised by a single mom. The Rock was raised by a single mom. Kevin Hart. Do you see something that's even common with all of that? There's so many. Jet Li, very strong men. They are present fathers. You see those videos of The Rock where his daughter will be
drawing on his
crystals and putting makeup on his face. They love their children. So it is even a lie. They lie. People lie to support their culture.
No education. A bad person is a bad person. Education only enhances what is inside. If you're bad, education enhances it. If civilization only enhances, I feel like what we are going through right now is sophisticated nonsense. We are socializing it up. The problems of
finessing.
You are giving it makeup and lip gloss to make it look nice and fit in. So you can't fit in.
I'm telling you how deep the whole idea of conditioning run. I am not trying to validate conditioning. It is not our fault that we are conditioned to think this way, but it's our responsibility as adults to come to realize that the way I'm thinking right now is wrong.
Crazy.
And what is the better way to think?
That's what I was trying to say, that your mentality can invalidate your education. Because if what this education, while
Your
learning,
mentality can invalidate your education.
And while learning all these
So
things
education
to
is not
further
entirely the
society.
solution
Exactly.
completely.
It's a mentality.
While learning all these things,
But it
to
helps.
further, it does.
It
But
helps.
it's meant to help everybody.
It advances whoever you are. I feel like education or no education, you are a bad person.
But it still
You're a
helps.
bad
It
person.
still
It does, but like the point of education here is to help society as a whole.
To evolve.
But there are women in society. So if you're going to have a solution that would favor men rather than women, keep it to yourself.
Do you know the funny thing in society now? From when you're done with kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, university, youth service, their marriage. That's how it is. That's the way it is placed. No, okay, get a car for yourself, be ambitious. What do you want to do after school? Now
Do you
you're
want to own a
graduated.
business?
Do you want to own a business?
Are
Do
you
you want to
venturing
pursue
into
your career?
politics?
No. You're already older. You're going for husband that you married.
So this
Married
mentality
there.
has discouraged a lot of girls from dreaming
Big. That is why you now see girls
pressure.
that are now
Yes.
depending solely on, my husband this,
marriage,
my
marriage.
husband that. And then when she now gets married, this girl that has a very, very vibrant future ahead of her,
Talented with skills.
talented, will now come and bench
Shrink
one man
herself.
because of
Tiny
his
the
Man that
man.
it might not even be half as talented as she is.
As you get,
Exactly.
will now come and bend and say,
Oh my
he
God.
wants me to be a housewife. Housewife kill you, dear. Oh.
Even in the housewife, this thing, you hear women with the opinion that even if you are smarter than your husband, don't make him know that you are smart.
It's
You have
not
to
good
calm
for you
down
to
for
have
him.
more money than your
It's
husband.
not good for you to be
Who
smarter than
says
your
that
husband.
law?
It's not good for you to
Who
have more
stated
money
it?
than your husband. You need
Where
to
is it
calm
written?
down. So even in the home, a woman cannot aspire to even lead her own home. Like that place that was termed to be her office. She's still not the leader of that office.
Do you get?
of
She's
woman
now
and
being
home.
told to go and own one supermarket downstairs in the house.
Sometimes people allow you to own supermarket.
Wait,
In a
you know
typical
about-
pattern space, a woman cannot leave the house
God.
if you follow the law, the actual law,
You
the
know
culture.
about what
You're
you
supposed
said.
to just be home.
That happens in Kogi when the women are the breadwinners. This is 2025. This particular
I like the fact that
Nigeria.
you're reminding us.
Yes, because
the
we
foreign
need
dates,
to understand that we've come a long way.
but not far enough.
I'm telling you, because feminism started in 1884,
And
but we're
we're
still
still here.
tackling
We're still here.
these things. Oh my God! So as I was saying, there's this particular Nigerian podcaster that is a man. He has a lot of opinions about how women should be, but he's feeding off of his wife's money.
Interesting.
Can you imagine?
I'm sure the wife is the one.
I don't. He's feeding off of his wife's money.
Why are men not shamed for that? See,
like, do you
women
get-
are shamed for every single. When a woman breathes, she's shamed for it.
If you are telling me that you want to get married so you can be comfortable, you are lazy.
Very lazy.
You are lazy. If you are married and you're not going to have any backup plan, you are lazy.
See, even the 50%, 50-50 ideology, but I think it comes from a mid mindset. As a man, if you aspire for a woman that you'll be doing 50-50, it's not the goal. Yes, life happens, circumstance happen that put you in a position where you and your wife have to settle for let's share the bills because we can't help it anymore. But as a man, you are aspiring to have a midlife where you would be comfortable having a woman that will pay your bills. That goes to show how myopic you are as a person.
But
you're hoping for that kind of lifestyle.
We should always, what we should encourage, let's separate this marriage mentality from real life. Because outside your marriage, whether you're a husband, you are a normal person.
You're an individual before you are anything.
Don't disrespect your fellow human being. Don't ever disrespect women.
But they don't see us as fellow humans now.
They see us
They
as
see man
supporting
and woman.
supporting actors in
The
this.
moment you are born with a vagina,
Hey,
you are
That's
automatically
your
a
problem.
second-class citizen in this country.
if not third class.
Even in our setting, our religious setting, there was a demarcation, and the men sit in the front and the women sit at the back. So
Wow.
it goes into the culture.
When you're on your period, you can't enter
You
inside.
can't enter. You're unclean.
Imagine.
You cannot
natural
enter.
phenomenon
And
where
that,
God created.
and that setting was an educational setting. We go there to learn, but the men sit in front and the women sit in the back. So imagine coming to learn, and in
Civilization
a
for
space
Nigeria
where you are
jumped
supposed to
over
learn,
it.
you are made to sit in the back. You will be thinking from the back. It's mindset. So now, for women, the sky is not even our limit.
This marriage.
I say the floor is our limit.
Oh
The
my
kitchen is our limit.
In the kitchen, the kitchen service
So-
is even high.
With this kind of pressure,
Mentality.
I genuinely feel like it affects even your mentality to dream.
Yeah.
But have you ever found yourself in that kind of situation where you personally felt like your societal influence is affecting you, and like has affected you to the point where you have limited yourself to a certain kind of like standard? Like I gave an example of how I said, hey, if I get carried over last now to go marry Alhaji, go settle. You get. But I had to outgrow that. Exposure and conversations like this has helped me to see that, oh, there's a better way of thinking than that, right? So how has that pressure, like, have they ever been in that kind of stuff? And how has that pressure affected you? And how did you even get out of that?
So for me,
Yeah.
society, I've always been that outspoken girl. If you try me, I give it to you times 10. You cannot try me. You want to step on my toes, I will step on your head.
Period.
Because no, see, this is my plus size. I go use and sit down for your head and you go there. For where? For Lagos. If like there was a time when I wanted to sit down, just from Boston, yes, I wanted to sit down, and this man was like, you're too big, go. Make can't shit. I was like, oh God, go and sit down at the back. There are spaces there. If I'm too big, then get your own car, and that's some period. Thank you. Yes. Yes, so because both of us are entering the public transport, and you're telling me I paid for it.
Remember that you paid.
And please, I look at myself. I'm like, okay, I've seen people that are bigger than me. Okay, so if you're not if you're uncomfortable, that's your problem, not mine. I'm not going to. I'm not going to say, oh, because of this man said I should not go and cry. Where you?
So that means that a woman with money is still inferior.
it's still inferior
Because you paid the same
Because
amount,
I
but
paid
he
the
still
same-
gets better treatment.
Then guess what? I just look at
It's
the
a
man.
lot.
When he said and
In a
was
long way.
I was pressing my phone. When is he? If he wants to get down, get down. I don't care. When is my time to get down? I'll get down, and that's some period. So there was another time again. I was going somewhere, and then I think he was like because whenever I walk, I don't know, maybe because of my body size too. People, hey, fine girl, horrible. Or I'm like, whenever I come, I'm like, yes, come back. My name is not horrible. My name is Ejima Precious Uredo. Address me at all. Don't call me at all.
But that is even offensive. Horrible means fat girl.
Horrible, yes, and I'm like,
So see someone else saying fat girl.
Okay.
That's
Okay, that's okay. And you're like, this
Body
guy, you
shaming.
don't get manners. And I'm like,
you that is calling
Oh,
someone
you're calling
fat
it-
has manners.
who is going to answer that? Am I a dog? Am I a buski in your house? Mbao, biko, bia, come back. Come back to reality. We are not in your dream. And then it's like, you girls, that you don't have manners, like you just talking anyhow. Don't you know I'm old enough to give birth to you? Old enough to give birth to me, but you will not respect yourself.
Right?
I'm of the opinion that you respect me, I respect you. You give me bullshit, I give you times 10.
Period.
So if you don't respect yourself, you will take it and you collect it woto.
That's
I go
what
put
she-
down for your
Say that
body woto. Because you cannot come and betray that. Society or no society, we are all human. Use your sense. And if you don't want to use it, we'll be senseless together. You go lower, I go lower. Go lower. You go lower, I dig the ground and enter underneath. So let's drag each other. Because I believe that you should have sense. You're a man doesn't mean that it's not blocking your brain.
Yeah.
But I also feel like what is influencing that audacity is the patriarchy.
Yes.
And it's so sad that if a woman goes against the moment you use the statement patriarchy like this, hey, they want to defend. It's one of those feminists. It's one of those kini. And any woman that is outspoken like this is labeled as brazen, as what's it called? As a
Problematic.
threat, a problematic
I rather
person
be
in
a
the
threat
society.
than be silenced.
This patriarchy that these men are trying to even protect and defend with their life, right?
They don't protect themselves.
It's also a problem for them.
They don't protect themselves.
The patriarchy does not protect
You
anyone.
will see men raping men too.
I think I heard of a case recently. It was a video where they said, what's it called, 14 men gang raped a 7-year-old boy.
Imagine.
Do you know what someone said in the comments of that video? That were there not any girls?
Divided before, united we stand. If we women can come with one voice and actually say that we want a woman to be the female president of Nigeria, trust me, and we convince them, she would be. But then now we woman, now we they do ourselves. Now we they kill ourselves. You
We
go say
lie.
woman, we go say, I conducted, we conducted a voice pop, right? We collected some things in the streets. And then a woman was saying, no, if some person run Nigeria go spoil, person will no get sense. That's why you are where you are. You are behind. They are ruling you. They are sitting on your head. That's why you cannot move forward. Because you are telling me Nigeria will spoil. It's you. If you rule Nigeria will spoil.
Have they ever given one that has felt it?
Give them a chance. Let them do it. If they cannot do it, that's when you cannot
you
come and
can
say,
prove and say, okay.
And
What
after all,
are
you
you
guys have
afraid
been
of?
ruling since the
What
inception.
is Nigeria
Let them
afraid of?
try it
Why are they
first.
not allowing women rule?
Let them
What
try.
are we
At least
afraid
give
of?
3 a trial.
Okay.
Give three, just 3 a trial, and let's see whether Nigeria will not be better. I just give them 3 years, not 4, 3 good years, and see whether Nigeria will not turn for
How
the
I know
better.
that also women have what's it called, good tendency of leadership is even in the home.
Yeah.
Do you know that when you enter a house that there is no woman, you can sense it?
You can sense it.
It's empty. It's lifeless.
Even the
Someone even randomly said that the typical attribute of a bachelor's room is what's it called? Take out rubber in its trash can and a pile of clothes hanging somewhere. A house without a woman is lifeless. I dare say that song that Shaggy sang, that he dare say that God is a woman, because if you see the what's it called, the innate nature of a woman, we are very nurturing. We like arranging things. We are proper. We're
Our
careful.
emotional attributes will not make us see another woman cry. So no matter how bad a woman is,
Even
she
a man
sees
that gets
child
married
on the
tends
road
to look
crying.
better after his marriage. His
You-
dressing, his grooming.
Why do you think they
everything
say
changes.
that attribute poor belly to a married man? Because now the woman they feed and
They
well.
say you don't take care of you.
Exactly.
I was having a conversation with a teacher, a male teacher at my school, and I was asking, "Oh, do you think a woman can be president?" Because you know the way we can defeat our problems, we have to root out the problems.
Yeah.
That's how we can get it out. This mindset in people. So I asked him, "Do you think a woman can be president?" I was like, "No." One even said, "When pigs fly," because you can see how you can say that in my presence.
Why are women so criticized?
I don't know why.
Where did this start from?
If a home is filled, it's the woman.
I'm telling
If
you,
a child is
fails,
not, it's
it's
the
the
woman.
woman.
If the country is still failing, now the
If a man
woman.
rapes, it's the woman.
Why? Again,
Why
what
are
we
we
do
so
now?
criticized? So this kind of criticism self puts women in a position to be like, we're afraid of even position of leadership.
do you guys know Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah, of course.
She's successful, but does she have children?
No, she doesn't.
So now they've made this you must have a child.
To be successful.
Exactly. This mentality has
All the
now
ones that are in
brought
orphanage.
down women
Abi,
to the point
who
where
is-
you have graduated
who is
from
going-
secondary school.
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
fine.
praying for a good husband, not for a good job.
Imagine.
I was having a conversation with a female teacher, and I was saying her, and she was telling me that when she was in SS3, she would always pray to God that, "Oh Lord, please, I pray that I find a good husband." And that was all she was praying
This
about.
December, Shiloh go full.
Hey,
Let's bet.
I swear, you go
Hey,
follow.
I was telling-
guy fills up
I was
every day.
telling her that why didn't
Big
you
women.
have prayed to God? God,
successful
please, I
women.
want to be a billionaire. Please give me business. Please give me customers for my business.
No,
So
husband.
that mentality is
Child.
trapping people. So right from educational stage, secondary school, instead of you dreaming to help
Dream
society,
big.
you are dreaming to
Let
be
me buy my
a
first
wife.
car at
There's
23.
nothing wrong
You are
with
dreaming
it,
to get married
but
to one
dream
nonsense man.
higher. And that is the mentality that society has placed on women, that they themselves have used to limit themselves. And now our identity is more
It's tied
pushed
to them.
towards be a
Marriage,
wife,
being
be a
a wife,
mother,
home,
not
cleaner.
be a leader, not be a society advancer. Oh my God, even the female nationalists, where are they on our Naira notes? Where are they?
Surely.
But you will see men back and forth.
I've not thought
you
of that
see a
though.
And guess
brother.
what? The naira does not still have value.
Then we have one woman in back of 50 naira.
They changed it.
They
They changed it.
Yes.
It's a lie.
It's 15. I used to use them 15 naira. When was last time?
Nobody even used. They changed it now.
When was last time?
I don't remember
use
her
cash.
name.
Like, I don't know
Where is Fumilayo Ransom Kuti?
Where is her face?
Margaret Ekpo? Where are they?
where is
Didn't they
Mary
help?
Slessor?
So
in
there's not even proper representation. So women
From
are not
the
even seeing
get-go.
examples of other women.
But do you know
so
in
that is
Kogi
why they're
State,
not
do
even
you know that
aspiring.
They have like 2 or 3 princesses that gave their life for
Inikpi.
Inikpi. I think there's another one again. I think there are 2. This one was buried alive.
And in the
with
north,
9 other
there's Queen
slaves.
Amina of what's this thing
For the
called?
peace of the
We even
state,
named a hostel after her, Amina Hostel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? But
There's
where are
one
these
in,
women? Where are their stories?
Where are their
So there's no
statues?
even proper representation. So now that we've been able to like unpack all of this thing now, my own question is, what is the way forward? What possible and feasible way do you think we can take ourselves back from this mental slavery and see forward to a more progressive Nigeria that accommodates women and women are properly represented? Like from your own perspective, what do you
We need to fine tune the educational system.
Yeah.
As per, let's bring gender equality into the educational system, not as a topic under civic education, not as a club that you can choose by choice, as a subject itself. Compulsory, that if you don't pass it, you will not graduate.
Period.
Because you are leaving school to enter a society with both men and women. So if we're teaching subjects in school to help people to learn
sort
in
of thing like
society,
that?
Like,
we
it
need
makes
to
sense.
bring this into the
That's what she
system to teach
That's
them
what she
also
said.
how to accommodate women and also men in their lives. We need gender equality in the school system right from primary school, because you have to teach them young. Our issue now is because we're having problems changing the mentality and how culture has shaped a lot of men and women's thoughts. Because a lot of women, they're even scared of going into leadership just because of how culture has portrayed.
Conditioning. So now this is more. This is genius. This is more like a reconditioning.
Yeah, exactly.
So you start
we have
from
to
the
start from the
kindergarten.
roots.
This
Teach them.
is a discovery. Like we just
And
discovered
also-
something.
Till secondary, till university.
Up
If you're
to
studying science, study sex.
Yes.
education. Do it.
Not that, yes, not everybody's always focusing on sex education. Teach them about gender equality.
A boy should know that
It's
his right.
sexist jokes should not be normalized. You can't tell me as my classmate that you're a girl, enter the kitchen and then you expect me to laugh with you. If I'm not in the mood that day, I will give you a dirty slap.
Women, let me look at you dead in the eye. Speak up. You were neglected. Speak up. You were raped. Speak up.
oh.
You were violated. Speak up. Because guess what? You hold the millions of voices that people can't even speak out. See, me coming here to share my story with you is not because I'm brave or no. Because I know that there are millions of girls that will come in contact with this. And let me tell you something. I can relate with you. You are as valid as anything in this world. Your emotions are valid. Your intellect is valid. You as a person, you deserve to live. You deserve to be seen, and you are important. Speak up. Don't hide it. Don't subject yourself to anything. Speak up. Let them hear and let them know that it is not right to do inhuman things.
That's what she said.
Period.
Not some period. Ooh, that was really, really mind blowing. Like I learned a lot of things from this conversation, and I also like. I'm taken aback, and I've also like that thing you said was mind blowing, and then about speaking up. I think it's something I had to learn later in my life. I like the fact that you looked in the camera and say, "Speak up." Yes, speak up, speak up. If you don't speak up, then this change
Who's
will not
going to
happen.
speak up on
The
your
reason why
behalf?
we even have the chance. There was a time that women gathering like this to have this kind of conversation was treason. Like treason is like
Bad.
it's bad. So it's feminism that made it possible for us to be in this situation right now. So yes, speak up, because speaking up will give us more opportunity
And give another person the bravery to speak up.
And there are some men that don't even know better. Speaking up will help them understand.
Everybody
But like
up and then
to round this up,
Yeah.
it goes back to the fact that everything, how we see things, how we perceive things, how women are generally treated is based on our conditioning.
Yeah.
And this conditioning is crooked.
Very good.
It's crooked, it's biased, where men are benefiting more than women. And I would just like to close with this statement of Chimamanda. She said that it is not our fault
No.
that we are in this, that we are conditioned to see things this way. But it is our responsibility as adults and as a nation and as a people to change that.
Yeah.
So yes, it's your responsibility. The ball is in your court right now. And girls,
And that's what she
said. See you next time. Mwah. Love you.
That's what she said.